Hi everyone, I'm going to feature the drawbar sound in this video because drawbars over the last 10 years have seen a huge revival, having gone a little bit out of fashion with certainly with the range of keyboard players. All of a sudden you're seeing lots more groups using authentic sounding drawbar instruments again now, and it's had such a revival. And the drawbar section here on the Ketron, in my opinion, is incredibly comprehensive. Doesn't look it at first glance, but what you can actually do and how you can tailor it to your own preferences is remarkable. Look, I've selected drawbar instead of voice 1 and voice 2, so we're seeing it on its own. And if I press the drawbar tile under the little picture of the drawbar organ, I've got multiple pages of organ presets, and it comes with 24 factory presets. So we've got organ 1, organ 2, organ 3, organ 4. Let's stay on that one for a minute. They're all classic drawbar settings, but obviously we all have our preferences. How would I see what organ 4 is? Under the word drawbar in another little box it says view. So we're going to go to that, and that is the current setting in organ 4. Now I can change this. I can maybe get rid of the 8-foot flute. I'm going to put a bit of 1 1/3 in there as well. There you go. We've changed the drawbar sound. What else can I do? I've got traditional vibrato and chorus settings here. I've got overdrive, and if I put the drive on, I've then got controls over it as to how much we have low and high drive. We've got percussion here, which is the percussion attack. So if I switch that on, you can have it on soft, normal, choose between second and third percussion, and have slow or fast attack on the percussion. That's up to you. I'm going to leave that on as it is. We can choose settings for the drive. I've also got reverb settings, so I might want to put a little bit more reverb and a little bit less key click. Yep, like that. Now we've got a very good Rotary speaker simulation on here. So we're on fast. We all have our preferences as to what that fast speed should max out at and what the slow speed should max out at, and how quick we want it to wind up from slow to fast. We can do all that. If we go into rotor parameters, then we've got the high rotor. A lot of these Rotary speakers, you had a high rotor and you had a low rotor. So for the high rotor, we can alter the fast speed, slow speed, the acceleration time, deceleration time, break time. That's when you switch it off completely, how long it takes to stop. You've got the volume of that part of the speaker. You can alter some filters. This is incredibly detailed. At first glance, it doesn't look it, but we can go into the low rotor, the bass part of the Rotary speaker, and we've got all the same parameters. So you can set this up exactly as you would like it. We have sound reflection, where the sound bounces around and any delay on that. So you've got a volume for direct sound, but then reflected sound. How much of that do you want to hear in the mix? If you make a mess of things, you have a factory restore as well. Using those controls, I've been able to edit the sound and create something that I like. What I would do is just exit back out to that initial drawbar screen, and you press save. And it says, do you want to save organ 4 to organ 4? Yeah, I do. I could change the name, give it a better description than just organ 4, but I can update the factory preset. In this case, unlike when we were using the voices, you will actually overwrite organ 4. If you've got 24 presets, that's more than enough. Just put your favourite 24 in there. If you want to give it a different name, it's fine. If you want to leave it as organ 4, that's fine. And you would just press save. I won't do it because it'll affect the factory settings I've got in here. Tremendous drawbar section there. You can mix drawbars with any of the other voices. And don't forget, in the voices, we have organ banks of sounds as well. If I switch voice 1 on and I go in here, we have a whole bank of organ sounds. I could mix a preset organ sound with a drawbar setting. How good is that? In voice 2, I could choose another organ sound and mix that with a drawbar. So we could actually have 3 different organ sounds. Or can we go further than that? Yes, we can. Because in one of the other videos, we said voice 1 can be 2 voices, 3 voices. I could have 3 organ voices layered in there, 3 organ voices in there, and the drawbars. Certainly, you can very quickly mix a preset organ sound with the drawbars. I hope that's made it clear, and I hope you can see that actually, from seemingly just a simple sort of view of drawbars. So if we go back here and we go to organ 1 and we go to view, that looks fairly straightforward, but once you get into all the controls, you can personalize this to the nth degree, and I think it's a great organ sound as well. Hope you enjoyed that. See you very soon.